Kate, this is very exciting for me. This is only my second live video ever, and it's very big news for me to be bringing to the world and to my tribe and family. It's been a long time coming and years in the making of vision casting, and over the last year the vision got much more clear on what this project was. And as I started to speak out the vision, it's been so incredible to see the support and the team and the encouragement and the manifestational power of this dream. This dream is called Everland, and this Facebook Live is just a quick introduction to the project and kind of a call to action and a request for support from those that find this to be a passionate endeavor. It's something that all of my life, though it's been a very bizarre and interesting ride, seems to be pointing directly towards. I spent years in a leadership training program on a several 100-acre campus, and we sent kids around the world on global trips and was really much into the containers of people and life and expansion and creation, and then worked later in real estate development for years and was doing large-scale commercial development and seeing big picture projects and looking many years into the future and trying to understand what that would be. And then I left the corporate real estate world because I was just tired of greed and capitalism and wanted to live a life of purpose. Moved to Africa and started doing aid work, and eventually ended up in Asia, where I had a big events and production company, and it was very much of a passion to create. And I organized all of the burner gatherings in Taiwan, but essentially I knew I could create. Me back to America about 3 years ago, I had a vision of tree houses and creative real estate spaces where I can reclaim my experience in real estate and combine that with my desire to build community and to activate creativity in individuals around me. And the idea for Everland is a container that will hold all of those things and so much more. We have 145 acres that we're going to be closing on July 19th. And we're going to be building an experiential eco-retreat and evolutionary playground. This is going to be a multifaceted landscape that allows many people to get involved in different aspects of it, but it's calling on the inspiration from Burning Man, which has been such a big activator in my life, but I've had to watch such waste and exclusive natures happen to it. And while it's changed me and so many people that have went, it's actually hard for people to go and to experience the culture of decommodification, the culture of co-creation and collaboration, and what that has brought forth from my community around me. And calling inspiration from Meow Wolf, this complete paradigm disruption of an art exhibit experiential event center in Santa Fe that has all these immersive storylines and great magic and mystery in what they're speaking it out. So it's a little of Burning Man meets Meow Wolf with a high-end glamping safari lounge where there'll be a number of different silos of stay, play, and connect are really the main ways we're activating the land. So you can stay on the land. There'll be camping, there'll be glamping, nice yurts and exotic tents and tiny cabins and all sorts of weird structures, including tree houses and fun whimsical magic that takes you on adventures as you go through. You can kind of imagine if a 12-year-old boy had an architect, an engineer, and an infinite budget. This is kind of the stuff that he would like to build, where you can just let your imagination run wild and you're up in the trees and you're swinging on swings and playing through mazes and riddles and stories, and the art is teaching you something, and there's different areas within the landscape that have a certain ethos and have a certain understanding and a certain vibe that excite the people and engage the people that come into Everland. So you can stay on Everland and go to experience these things, or you can come to play on Everland. And just like you would go to Meow Wolf or to the botanical gardens or to a museum, you can come and just have a day use and come into the park and go escape for a picnic or for a birthday party or just for some solitude with the little yoga decks and nature nests and upcycled art and different adventure spaces that will be created throughout the 145 acres. It's surrounded by national forest. There's rock outcroppings and streams and ponds and just a beautiful topography. And the way the rolling hills tuck all together, there's so many spaces to create specific vibes. So stay, play, and then connect. It'll be an event center. It'll be a place where people can have a party, or you can get married, or you can have retreats, and you can have deeply immersive, evolutionary exercises and activities where we will be facilitating and creating some things from Everland, but also this is mainly a container, and it's a call to magnetize those game changers and activated individuals to come into this land and to bring something out that is needed to be gifted to the world. You go to Burning Man and it's so exciting, you're so inspired, and then we take it all down. Or you go to a festival or some other place that is very high in the outdoor nature decor, and then we have to leave the land. And Colorado is an outdoor state, but unless you're skiing or mountain biking or hiking, there's not a destination to go and just to relax and to be with nature. And we'll make all these lofted lounges and suspended nests and human spider webs and this, creations that inspire you to play. And playing is one of my purposes and my passion in helping activate the playful heart in those around me. So stay, play, connect are the main pillars that we're going to be hitting in. But also this is a container that opens up the entrepreneurial spirit for those around me. My main partners are John, Medina, and Lainey, and Sydney. And for instance, Eleanor is a nature-based therapy, John's partner. And so she'll be coming to the land and doing, healings and therapy within that beautiful eco setting. And whether you're a builder or an artist or a teacher or a workshop leader, I want this container to bring commerce to the community. This is not decommodification. This is decentralization. This is open source, where we create a container within core values in a certain direction that then opens people to be able to come and express their genius zone. And this is a massive, massive project. Fortunately, the land already has a significant amount of infrastructure. We have a 22,000 square foot event center. We have 8 tiny houses throughout the property. We have log cabin and a big headquarters home and a nice amphitheater and roads throughout the property and different ponds. And so there's a lot that's already there, but it's about the core amenities that are there, the core infrastructure. But what we're going to bring is the fun, magical, playful elements of that. And for that, we need your help. We are sending the vision in a certain direction and being clear what our value system is and the way that we're doing it. But then it's a call for those that are creators and teachers to get involved. So if you're a contractor or a builder, or if you're an artist or do immersive art installations, or you're a storyteller or a person who is facilitating retreats and experiences, we welcome a conversation with you. We want to collaborate. Collaboration is our first core value. So as we begin to speak this forth, if you have an idea of a different way that we can head or a different thing that we can include, please contact us and see how you can get involved. We're having our first activation on the land August 9th, 10th, and 11th. This is going to be a little bit of a pre-compression party before Burning Man, but really this is when we let the heartbeat of Everland be set. And everything from here is going to ripple out. So what is offered, who is speaking, what are the activities and the games and the music will then ripple along as we continue to build this culture on the next rings and the next levels. The event will start on Friday night, and Friday night is it's more grounding. There'll be live music and live performances. There'll be a healing tent and massage spaces and more about connection and intention setting and blessing the land. And then you can stay all weekend. It's camping. We also have a bunch of bunk beds in the tiny houses and in the event center. So first come, first serve. If you're welcome to join us. And for the next day, Saturday, we'll transition into a mastermind where we're trying to collectively source the brilliance and the genius from our community. I helped to found Archipelago a year and a half ago, which is a members collective based in Denver with thought leaders and the curious mind. And we have the idea and the inspiration, and then we gather the people that are powerful in our community and did a deep mastermind as we looked at all the venues and asked them, what do you want to see and what can this area be used at? And ultimately then went forward to create something that was collectively driven rather than a single point in person directing it. So a lot of Saturday will be sourcing that information and activating people to understand what we're doing and then to get involved with what we're creating. We'll also have fun workshops and maybe do a fort building or a nature nest building competition or learn macrame. Some creative expression will be taught and implemented. and then we'll walk the property and kind of cast the vision a bit more. And then Saturday night is the big fun party. This is more the electronics and the DJs and the lights and the exciting, playful nature of the things that you can climb up in. And we'll definitely have some things built by then, but it'll just be just the very taste and glimmer of what is to come. So Saturday night, the theme is spirit animals. So come dressed as your spirit animal, and let's get playful in the forest. And then Sunday, it'll be a time of healing. Ecstatic dance in the morning. We'll have breath work and do sound healings and just have a more grounded experience. So it's a fundraiser and it's a mastermind. So come and help us contribute with your thoughts and with, seeding towards the success of this project. And if you would like to, instead of helping seed and finance for a little bit of an entry, you can come early, and we'll be having work days from August 2nd to August 9th when it starts. And you can come to any of those work days and help us clear some of the land, help us build some of the initial installations in exchange for a ticket and coming to the event. So for this event, we're also open for collaborators. We have a lot of exciting things already planned and people on the docket with us to co-create. But if you want to perform, whether music or a circus or poetry, or you have a workshop that you want to express, or there's some gift that you want to give, this is the essence and the ethos of the Burning Man community as we get ready and head out into Burning Man. So co-create and come and contribute to what this vision is, because this is something that we are been pushing forward and tirelessly working on to get to this point. And now we are opening it up and asking for you to be involved. So find your role, find your place of genius, because we want to empower you to be a creative inspiration to those around you and activate the infinite creative power inside each of you. So that's kind of it. There's a lot more, but that's as much as I should get into at this point. So it's a dear honor and blessing to be close to all of you. And please contact me if you have ideas or want to get involved. Go to our website, everland.co, everland.colorado, and you can read more about it and see some photos of the land. And you can also then sign up if you're interested in collaborating and kind of fill out our form. We're having lots of people express interest, which is amazing, but we need help organizing it. So please message me directly, but in addition, go on there and kind of fill out how you can be involved in what you're looking to do. And hopefully I get to see you at the initial activation for August 9th, 10th, and 11th. I love you all. Thank you.